I'm sick of this Kelce Mitchell shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm sick of it. The girl didn't score a single point in the second half, and all she do is jack up shots. I've seen more than enough. Passing the ball to Catlin Clark, not passing the ball to no damn body. She wouldn't even throw the ball to her own shadow because she's so scared of it leaving her hands. She thinks she's going to go into cardiac arrest if the ball leaves her hand and it's not her shooting. We got to get, but somebody got to go. Either Kelsey Mitchell and Stephanie White need to go, or Caitlin Clark got to go.
Anticipated this response, not following the match, not following the defeat, and most certainly not in light of what transpired on the court, because something else began to garner attention while fans were occupied discussing the Indiana Fever's defeat by the Dream. Something unrelated to the outcome. It appeared to be simply another annoying evening at first, another difficult defeat. The Fever wanted to play another game. Then, however, videos began to surface on the internet. Fans began to slow them down, watching them again, examining each item, every response, every discussion. Suddenly, the conversation was about more than just basketball. It turned into a frustrating situation. Chemistry became the focus, and it became a question that lovers of Fever could not stop asking. What specifically is the issue? Because every setback feels more significant when expectations are this high. Every error becomes more significant, and each response is observed, particularly when it involves Caitlin Clark. That is precisely why the Dream Game caused social media to take off. Some supporters concentrated on the coaching, some concentrated on performance, others concentrated on the overall strategy. However, the talk always appeared to return to the same topic, regardless of where it began. The Fever is too gifted for this. Supporters continued to say that. Too gifted, too much experience. Offensively, it is too risky. However, for some reason, the outcomes fell short of what was anticipated, and that is when things started to get interesting.
No, for a fact, they had words at one point today during this game. Venom caught it during the game. Let's just check this out. Go subscribe to Venom Reacts, folks.
Getting to the paint.
Of course.
Stephanie White.
Of course.
They're having words right there.
Caitlin she ain't trying to hear none of that, man. Look at her shaking her head.
You could handle the free throws. I got him. Thanks.
Like show Steph.
Really sticky though.
Even on your birthday, you pissing her off. This is just bad, man. This is just bad. And then it brings us to the next one. And then look right here, Caitlin's arguing with the coaching staff.
First lead.
She's trying to talk to Austin Kelly once again because Stephanie White doesn't understand it. Y'all remember last year when Stephanie White was drawing up the BS and Caitlin Clark left the huddle?
Okay. Now look, they can say publicly that everything's fine and it's hunky-dory, and I don't believe that. I'm not going to believe it. Not with exchanges like that. And Caitlin Clark is extremely frustrated. And we'll get to the fans because holy crap. The backlash after this loss, I don't know if this is a wake-up call for everybody or what. I literally just read an article from Robin Lundberg, and he was pretty...
Another name kept coming up in the conversation. Cunningham, Sophie. Not because she stirred up a fuss. Not because she garnered media attention. However, since fans began to monitor responses, body language, energy, the small moments that are typically overlooked, the fleeting moments captured by cameras, supporters claimed that those instances turned into the night's biggest narrative. The clips then appeared. The screenshots, the arguments, the views. The conversation could not be stopped after that. Coaching was blamed by several supporters. It was defended by others. Offensive choices were questioned by some supporters. Some claimed the team just had a rough evening. No one was in agreement. However, everyone was observing. This was unique because of that. Because it was not one of those tales where people take sides right away. This was one of those stories where everyone believes they are witnessing something different. And such tales quickly gain traction. Incredibly quick.
Come on, bruh. Stop that. Here we go. Here comes Kelsey Mitchell. I'm just going to run in there in front of two bigs, and I'm just going to throw it up. I'm just going to run in there in front of two people that are 6'4", whatever. I'm just going to throw it up. Just run in there and throw it up. All right, hot sauce. Here we go. Kelsey Mitchell. Not going to pass that. Here I go. Just running in, throwing this shit. I mean, just goddamn, Kelsey. Pass the ball. You are not going to go into cardiac arrest if you pass the ball. Trust me, you will stay alive. Here we go again. I'm just going to dribble it. Dribbling. Just dribbling. Okay, I'm going to get it back. Now watch this. I'm going to dribble it. Just run in here and throw it up. Just running in, throwing it up. Just I mean, just come on. I'm just gonna dribble. I'm gonna shoot a three. Just launch it. Fuck it. that's a fuck it shot. Like come on, man. Oh boy, here we go. Kelsey Mitchell, just dribbling into people, losing the ball, like just not passing it, just refusing to pass it. This ball could have been passed a long time ago, Kelsey. This ball could have been passed a long time ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, just pass the ball. You could have given up the ball already. Right here, she's what? Just throw the ball. It's a bounce pass to Damiris Dantas rolling to the rim. Give up the ball. The pocket is right there. You see the lane. You see the pocket. Throw the ball. But you want to keep dribbling it and dribbling it. Like, come on. You got to give that ball up to the roller. Give it up. It's ridiculous watching this girl play, man. I can't stomach watching her no more. I don't want to watch her play basketball, man. Here we go. Here she comes. Just gonna run it here and throw it up. Get that out of here. You got Angel Reese celebrating, blocking your shot. I mean, this girl just don't want to pass the goddamn ball, man. It's ridiculous watching Kelsey Mitchell play basketball. I don't know how you guys, I don't know how y'all watch this and it doesn't make you want to vomit. She just runs in. She just runs into taller people and just jacks up shot.
Even though Caitlin Clark continued to be the focal point of the conversation, as she typically does, every possession is examined, every response is scrutinized, and every moment is satisfied. When you are one of the biggest names in basketball, it is the reality. The spotlight never goes away, not following victories, not following defeats, and most definitely not following such games. Then another query began to come up, a query that increased the volume of the discussion. Was this just annoyance following a difficult defeat, or did supporters perceive indications of a more serious problem? Everything was altered by that inquiry, because once people began requesting it, they were unable to stop. The comment sections went crazy. Videos became popular. There were arguments everywhere. Suddenly, what ought to have been a typical post-game conversation turned into one of the week's most talked about tales. The frightening aspect? There seems to be no consensus on the response. Some supporters think the team is extremely close to completing the puzzle.
Fired on her birthday. Evelyn DR pulling no punches. Posting this like you're proud of it. This team and front office isn't serious. This may be the straw for most people. You all know it and clearly could not care less, neither should we. Stephanie White is pathetic, disgusting, and should not be coaching a rec ball team. Got to be more careful. Wow. Thank you. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When that came out earlier, by the way, she got destroyed on this thing. When that came out earlier, when I first saw it, I was like, all I see is that, and that's the first thing I thought about. Thank you. Not everyone should be coming back. Fire the entire coaching staff. They are the worst. Stephanie White's supposed to be a defensive coach, as is this entire staff. What a clown show. Worthless fever front office. Seriously, why are we not making trades? Mo is a bust. Timpson just isn't developing. That's on the coach. Raven gets a pass being a rookie, but she's going to be a career backup. Lexi Hall is an offensive liability. Real. I mean, somewhere Rudy is completely vindicated on Lexi Hall at this point. I'm not watching anymore. This team has no direction. Woo-wee. That's, man, scathing. Naz Hillman makes only $40K more than Billings. Everyone should be fired. Let's just look. Let's just go over here. Naz Hillman, 19 points on 8 of 13.
I think significant changes are still required. Execution is blamed by some. Some place the blame on strategy. However, one thing is universally acknowledged. One of the most intriguing teams in sports at the moment is the Indiana Fever, because a new plot is created in every game. Every plot generates a fresh argument. Additionally, every argument somehow takes precedence over the actual game. This is the question now. Were such instances overly interpreted by fans? Or did they observe something significant? That is the argument that is currently dominating Fever Nation. And based on the responses on the internet, this discussion is only getting started. Please let me know in the comments before we proceed. Do you believe that coaching, execution, or just spending time as a team are the Fever's main issues? Additionally, if you are enjoying the video, please hit the subscribe button since this narrative becomes even more fascinating in the following section.